Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. We got a lot to talk about in today's video, so I'm going to try and keep it moving today. Real quick though, if at any point you enjoy this video, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and turning on my post notifications. As always, I really appreciate it. I'm still a super small channel, so any amount of support goes an extremely long way, and I really appreciate it. So Bitcoin had a nice little bounce here. It is currently sitting just above the 200-day moving average, but still on the larger time frames, the daily, it's looking like it wants to come down a bit more. If you go over to the 4-hour, we did just get a big momentum wave with a green dot heading to the upside. We got nice DBSI numbers of 15 and a 16. So maybe Bitcoin wants to pump little bit more for the rest of the day. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like this where we pump up back to this trend line and then get rejected off of it. But Bitcoin has managed to get back above the 200-day moving average, which is good. This is what is known by some people as the bull market support band. It is the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. If you watch Benjamin Cowan's channel, I'm sure you've seen this before. The idea is that as long as we are above these moving averages, then we are in a bull market. And recently we have just managed to peak over these. So the 20-week SMA is currently sitting at about 43,300, and the 21-week EMA is sitting at about 40K. And now I would not be surprised if we kind of did some chop action while we were coming down to test this moving average. If we manage to test this moving average and hold it as support, that would be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. Oftentimes when it tests it as support, it wants to stick around on this moving average for a few weeks. As you can see over here is a good example. A little over a month, it was kind of just bouncing off of this moving average. You can see back here in 2016 as well, there were a lot of times where we just kind of hung out around these moving averages. So I think it's very likely that if we come back down, and we're not even that far away, we're only a few $1,000s away from the moving average, we just got to drop down to 43,000 something, we may be hanging out around these moving averages for a little bit. Now if we come back down, test it, and then get an immediate bounce up, that would obviously help the BitBoy narrative. I'm still under the assumption that what is most likely is that we are not going to be able to reach all-time highs and peak out by September. Again, I'll say this, I've never counted that possibility out, and I wouldn't be opposed to it. However, I think it would be better for the market if it just waited a little bit. If we got a peak in, say, December or maybe early next year, I feel like the prices for the peak would be a lot higher. I feel like maybe instead of going to 100K, maybe we go to 200K, because that is definitely possible this bull cycle. There has never been this much hype for Bitcoin, crypto, and people were calling for 300,000 a few months ago. So I think if we kick the can down the road, we could see some higher price action. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we'll just have to wait and see. So we will see what happens if Bitcoin comes down to 43K to test this level. We'll see if we can get a crossover of these two moving averages, which would be bullish. So, said we had a lot to talk about. These Ethereum projects all go live on Arbitrum this month. Arbitrum has assembled an all-star lineup for its end user launch. Ethereum's scaling solution Arbitrum is set to launch later this month. 73 projects are ready to deploy, providing a complete ecosystem from launch. As more scaling solutions come online, activity is expected to shift away from the main Ethereum network, which, just because activity shifts away from the main Ethereum network, doesn't mean it's not being utilized. All of the projects built on Ethereum are going to be the ones that the activity shifts to. So either way, good for Ethereum. Arbitrum is set for an explosive launch later this month. The highly anticipated Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solution will launch with integrations from 73 projects, including many of the biggest names on the Ethereum network. Users can see which projects are ready to deploy by checking the Arbitrum 1 portal, released on August 11th. The Arbitrum 1 portal has listed many so-called DeFi blue chips, including Aave, Balancer, and Curve, along with major decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap and SushiSwap. By integrating so many established protocols from launch, Arbitrum will gain access to large amounts of liquidity, kickstarting its DeFi ecosystem. Users will also have access to a range of options for storing their funds on Arbitrum, with MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, and Math Wallet all enabled for integration. So I'm sure you've all heard of Arbitrum, ETH Layer 2 scaling solution. There's been a lot of talk about it, a lot of positive things said about it. Dodo CEO says that it works even better than expected. Awesome. Many DeFi opportunities. Users will be able to provide liquidity, trade derivatives, and yield farm, all while taking advantage of Arbitrum's low-cost, high-speed transactions. And if you remember, Arbitrum launched for developers at the end of May, allowing interested projects to start equipping their applications for compatibility with Arbitrum's optimistic rollups. A lot of people are excited for this launch to go live to the public. This is bullish for Ethereum and all of the projects working with it. And speaking of projects working with Arbitrum, Chainlink launches data oracles on Arbitrum 1's Ethereum scaling solution. Leading data oracle provider Chainlink has announced its successful launch on Arbitrum 1, the beta mainnet deployment of Layer 2 Ethereum scaling solution Arbitrum. Announced Tuesday, the launch will allow developers building on Arbitrum 1 to access financial market data directly on-chain, providing enhanced functionality to decentralized exchanges, algorithmic stablecoins, and other advanced decentralized finance products. Providing smart contract developers on Arbitrum 1 with native access to Chainlink's Oracle networks was crucial to ensure all the smart contract use cases that exist on the Ethereum blockchain can be seamlessly ported over to Arbitrum with next to zero changes. While only Chainlink's USD-denominated price feeds are live currently, the team plans to quickly launch new price and data pairings, noting growing demand for the hybrid on-chain, off-chain smart contracts in the sporting, gaming, and non-fungible token sectors. So I'm sure you all know that Chainlink works closely with Arbitrum, but they have now officially launched their data oracles on Arbitrum 1. Chainlink adding another major player to its list of partnerships. I'm excited for what this could bring to Ethereum. I'm excited for the hype that this could bring to Chainlink, and if all goes well, maybe it will show all of the projects that have yet to partner with Chainlink just how powerful its data oracles are. And now, moving on to the last story, TikTok picks streaming service Audius to power new sounds library. TikTok has made an official partnership with a decentralized music streaming service. Now, this is groundbreaking news in its own way. I personally am not that excited to use Audius on TikTok. I don't use TikTok too much. What I am excited about is the pressure that this will put on other major social media platforms to catch up with TikTok now. People are getting massively excited over the fact that TikTok paired with Audius, the fact that a major social media platform is working with a decentralized crypto project. I think that eventually what we're going to start seeing is many major platforms partnering with decentralized protocols. Maybe next we see YouTube partner with LivePeer or with Theta. Or maybe Twitch partners with Theta. Or, I don't know. There's many options. Once you get the ball rolling, the hype around this is real. This is bringing a lot of attention to TikTok as well as Audius. And I feel like this will not be the last major partnership we hear about. So, Audius, a music streaming platform based on Ethereum and Solana's blockchains, is partnering with TikTok on the video sharing app's new TikTok Sounds library. The partnership is the first of its kind for TikTok and aims to streamline TikTok's current music upload and selection process. Audius users are now able to simply upload tracks and share them to TikTok, which Audius's founders say takes less than a minute. Audius is the first streaming platform to allow direct sharing to TikTok in a small coup for a music platform that has only recently crossed the 5 million user mark. Alright guys, very interesting. We are seeing an Ethereum and Solana blockchain-based project being used on one of the biggest social media platforms today. This just screams bullish to me. Do you guys think this will get the ball rolling for major platforms to be partnering with decentralized projects? What do you guys think the next project to be partnering with a major platform will be? And hey, just let me know how your day's going. Put it down in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and turning on my post notifications. And I will see you all tomorrow for my next video. Peace out, everybody.